Muhammadu Buhari tasked armed forces to be proactive in fight against insurgency. JAMB urges higher institutions to commence admission for candidates in August. Plus, APC holds governorship primary in Ondo State. Good evening and you're welcome to Channel 12 News. My name is Lekon Agbonde. President Muhammadu Buhari is tasking the Nigerian armed forces to be more proactive and decisive in the battle against terrorism, insurgency, and other heinous crimes towards achieving sustainable peace and security in the troubled areas of the country. This was while engaging the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Buratai, on the achievements, challenges, and setbacks regarding the recent military operations by the Army in parts of the country. State House correspondent Adamu Sambu has the details.
The Army Chief, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, who just returned from a military operation in Katsina State, met President Muhammadu Buhari behind closed doors. Exercise Sahel Sanity in the Northwest featured prominently at the meeting.
Well, they are fully supporting the already ongoing Operation Hadarin Daji, which is a joint operation of all the armed forces and the security agencies. This collective effort is making tremendous progress in the area of bringing about normalcy. We had a series of killings, kidnappings, cattle rustling, and of course the threat to prevent the people to go to their farms and farm this season. The security situation, I assure you, is under control. The troops, they are doing very well. I commend them for the efforts they've put in so far, and we are sure that this will be sustained, throughout this farming season and beyond, to ensure that our country is safe.
The progress made notwithstanding, President Muhammadu Buhari insists that sanity must be fully restored in the nation's security situation and the people of Nigeria adequately protected to pursue their legitimate businesses. General Buratai, however, said intelligence sharing and synergy between the law enforcement agencies and the civil populace are critical towards achieving the objectives.
These bandits are not outside Nigeria. They are not from foreign land. These terrorists, 99% of them are all Nigerians. These kidnappers, I would even say 100% of them are Nigerians. So it's not just the military tax and the security agencies tax to end the insecurity in this country. It's only when it goes bad that we are called in. But everybody has a responsibility. There are setbacks that can always occur in such type of military operations or any security agency operation. But that does not mean incapacity to handle it. That doesn't mean incompetence to handle it. As long as the efforts are there and they are visible, then the support of all and sundry will be required, to address this squarely.
The Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, attended the meeting that lasted more than 1 hour. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Now politics. Over 2,500 delegates are participating in the APC governorship primary election in Ondo State. Accredited delegates are eager to elect their preferred candidates from the 11 aspirants. Ulubukola Duo reports that another aspirant, Shegun Abraham, has also withdrawn his participation in support of Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu.
The atmosphere at the Dome venue of the primary election is calm and peaceful. Ballot boxes are provided for delegates from the 18 local government areas of the state to cast their votes for the emergence of APC candidates in the October 10 governorship election in the state. Delegate seats are arranged to maintain social distancing in compliance with COVID-19 protocols, while provision was made for hand washing with soap and water. Although accreditation and voting did not commence as scheduled, party and INEC officials were on ground with adequate election materials and also to monitor the exercise.
The process was very, very fast, and the mode of election is free and fair.
The emphasis is on transparency and equity, because every individual that had been accredited here would have the opportunity to be seen when voting.
Well, the entire setting looks good, from the point of accreditation to voting.
Chairman, Ondo State APC governorship primary election, Governor Nta Abeokuta of Kogi State, said equal opportunity will be accorded all aspirants in accordance with the Electoral Act 2010 as amended.
Everything is going on very smoothly. We are very ready. The delegates are ready. The aspirants are ready. We, the committee members, are ready. The secretariat is ready, and all of us.
As at the time of filing this report, names of 12 aspirants are said to be on the ballot paper. In Akure, Doris Ulumoko, NTA News.
Now, education. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board has urged all institutions to begin admission for candidates for first and second choices from the 21st of August 2020. JAMB stated this in a document sent to all vice-chancellors, rectors and provosts of universities, polytechnics and colleges of education. The board also released guidelines to all heads of tertiary institutions for the 2020 admission exercise. JAMB Registrar Professor Ishaq Oloyede, while warning against flouting decisions of its 2020 policy meeting held on June 16, noted that all admissions must be carried out in an honest and transparent manner using the central admission processing system. He further explained that the guidelines for the 2020 admission exercise is expected to guide all the participants in the admissions process, adding that the exercise will be conducted for all institutions from 21st August 2020 to a later date that will be determined by the Federal Ministry of Education and communicated to all the institutions. This is because of the uncertainties of COVID-19, which make it impossible to fix a terminal date. Motorists plying the Ado-Ijan-Kogi Abuja Road in Ado-Ekiti now have smooth ride over the Ureje Bridge, as its rehabilitation has been completed and now open for traffic. Yemi Dalemo reports that the federal government's intervention on the bridge was delivered on time.
The federal government intervention on the bridge, which was in a state of disrepair and threat to commuters, was completed in 6 weeks instead of the 3 months earlier fixed for its completion. Federal Controller of Works in Ekiti State, Mr. Ishaq Lawal, said the timely completion of the project is a demonstration of the federal government commitment to meeting the urgent needs of Nigerians in various sectors of the economy.
What we have done is to actually see what we can quickly do that will salvage the challenges we are having here. One, that will serve the people's interest, and at the same time we'll have been able to surmount the problem, and I think we have done that. But that is not to say that government will relent. We are going to put a full-fledged bridge here.
This is a kind of a palliative which will solve the problem to at least 90%, because the federal government is proposing having a standard bridge.
Residents and road users commended the government for saving them from the pains and agony, as well as huge money spent on repair of their vehicles while plying the road.
I appreciate the federal government. We really appreciate them for the job well done.
It's a very great work, and we really appreciate it. Not only me, everybody appreciates it.
The bridge was not only fixed for smooth ride, it was also widened while the former blockade to free flow of water under the bridge was cleared, paving way for easy movement of water, saving residents from annual flooding experienced in the area. From Ado-Ekiti, Yemi Dalemo, NTA News.
Channel 12 News continues after this time out. Do stay with us. Welcome back, and Channel 12 News continues. The federal government has been commended for the ban placed on importation of rice and maize, which has boosted local production of the commodities. The governor of Benue State, Samuel Ortom, gave the commendation during a program organized for farmers in Benue State. Charles Abba has the details.
Governor Samuel Ortom, who expressed worry over the predicted worst recession due to the current global economic downturn occasioned by COVID-19, is optimistic that Benue has the potentials to tackle the impending catastrophe. The governor enthused that with the ban on importation of rice and maize, local farmers are at advantage. He maintained that with the vast fertile land and human resources available in the state, the ethos of the state as food basket of the nation can be sustained with the assurance that there will be ready markets for their produce.
All these policies are meant to support us to get value for whatever we are doing here. And I can assure you that there will be off-takers for your rice, for your soybean, for your maize, and every other produce that you produce from your farm. So let us be encouraged. As children of God, the Bible says, if you don't work, you should not also eat.
It will be recalled that Governor Samuel Ortom released 50 tractors for the 23 local government areas of the state and potential farmers, which they bought at highly subsidized rates. From Otukpo, Charles Abba, NTA News.
The 2020 ECOWAS Parliament's second extraordinary session has commenced using virtual technology in line with the COVID-19 prevention protocols and guidelines issued by the President of the ECOWAS Commission, Jean-Claude Cassi-Bro. The 5-day extraordinary session will consider some referrals from the Commission bordering on the well-being of the people of the sub-region, such as parliamentary assistance to implement ECOWAS protocol on community levy contribution of ECOWAS member states to the African Union Solidarity Fund in the fight against COVID-19, as well as the stabilization and recovery of the economies of member states. The virtual session is an innovation indicating the importance ECOWAS Parliament places on its duty and responsibilities towards the health and safety of its citizens in the face of the ravaging coronavirus. The session will last from Monday 20th to Friday 24th July 2020. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Mohammed Adamu, has decorated 10 newly promoted senior officers at the Force Headquarters, Abuja. In a statement by the Force Public Relations Officer, DCP Frank Mba, the decoration ceremony came on the heels of the recent promotion of 6,601 personnel of the Nigerian Police Force, including 1 Deputy Inspector General of Police, 4 AIGs, 3 Commissioners, 3 DCPs, 8 CSPs, 607 SPs, 206 DSPs, and 5,769 ASPs. The ceremony was attended by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, who charged the newly promoted to see the promotion as a call for improved services to the nation, assuring them of the federal government's commitment to the ongoing reforms in the police. The IGP, Mohammed Adamu, stated that the promotion exercise is a strategic management approach directed at motivating the workforce, geared towards addressing current and emerging internal security threats. He charged them to, at all times, deploy their intellect and demonstrate sound professional judgment in all their decisions. Now sport. Arsenal, Chelsea to rekindle rivalry in English FA Cup showdown. Olumide Eguntola has this and more on sports.
Possible winner of this year's English FA Cup after Chelsea set up a final clash with Arsenal, costly 3-1 win over rivals Manchester United.
Frank Lampard has done it as a player, and I believe he can do it as a coach. And you know, we always turn up for the big games. We're going to leave the trophy.
And looking at the formation now, the tactics that you are using now.
And in another development, sequent to the huge funds that exchange hands in sports betting, parliamentarians and guests on NTA's Frontline Sports Program, the Sports Parliament, have advocated the effective use of funds gained from the sector for sports development. They also encourage sports federations to maximize this period to strategize ahead of the post-COVID-19 era.
And really leveraging on this, internet.
And from Ibadan, Ayomiku Ajibola reports that the remains of former chairman, Shooting Star Sports Club 3SA Bode Oyewole, have been laid to rest in Ibadan amidst encomiums from associates, well-wishers and relatives after a funeral service in his honor.
I do call him my ward best.
And will be resting in peace in view of the numerous achievements.
Bode Oyewole was a journalist and the chairman of 3SA Football Club when the club won the Nigerian First Division League title and West African Football Union WAFU Cup in 1998. With sports update, Olumide Eguntola, NTA News.
And that concludes Channel 12 News for tonight. I'm Lekon Agmode. Good night.
Ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari rọ àwọn ọmọ ológun láti jí gìrì nídìí títàn ìwà ìgbésùmọ̀mí lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. Àjọ tó ń ṣe kòkárí ètò ìgbaniwọlé sílé ìwé gíga lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí ní kí àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò ìgbaniwọlé. Bákan náà ni ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC ṣètò ìdìbò abẹ́nú. Ẹ kálẹ́ ẹ kú iṣẹ́ látàárọ̀, ìròyìn àṣálẹ́ la mú wá fún yín. Orúkọ tèmi ni Yẹmisí Ajagun, ẹ máa bá wa kálọ. Ìpàdé ọ̀gá àgbà pátá fún àwọn ọmọ ológun orí ilẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí Túkọ̀ Buratai ti kàn sí ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari láti bùn gbọ́ nípa iṣẹ́ àlàáfíà èyí tí iléeṣẹ́ ọmọ ológun orílẹ̀‐èdè yìí ń ṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ìròyìn síwájú sí lẹ́nu Ṣèyí Ògúnbáyọ̀.
Aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari ló ti fún iléeṣẹ́ ológun ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ní àṣẹ láti ṣàkítímápá ní bíborí ìgbésùmọ̀mí àti ìpaláyà àwọn oníṣẹ́ ikú títí kan ìwà ọ̀daràn èyíkéyìí lójúnà láti mú àlàáfíà àti ààbò wá sí àwọn agbègbè tí wàhálà wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Èyí ló fa ìpàdé tó wáyé láàrin aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari àti olórí ikọ̀ ológun ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà Túkọ̀ Buratai níbi tí wọ́n ti tilẹ̀kùn mọ́rí ṣe ìpàdé láti gbọ́ bí nǹkan ṣe rí ní ìpínlẹ̀ Katsina níbi tí ikọ̀ ológun ti ń dẹ́rọ́ làásìgbò tó ń dá agbègbè náà láàmú. Ọ̀gágun Buratai ló ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dé láti ìpínlẹ̀ Katsina níbi tí ó ti sọ nípa ìgbésẹ̀ tí iléeṣẹ́ ológun àti àwọn ikọ̀ aláàbò tó kù ń gbé láti rí wípé ààbò ó wà ní àwọn agbègbè náà pàápàá ní ìpínlẹ̀ Katsina. Ó sọ pé àṣeyọrí tí iléeṣẹ́ ológun ṣe láti máa mú àlàáfíà wà ní àwọn agbègbè náà ló jẹ́ àjọṣepọ̀ èyí tí ó wá láàrin àwọn ikọ̀ aláàbò gbogbo tó kù. Ààbò pípẹ́ títí yóò wà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Katsina àti láwọn agbègbè mìíràn tí ó ń kojú wàhálà bí irú èyí nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà. Ṣèyí Ògúnbáyọ̀ ló jábọ̀ ròyìn fún iléeṣẹ́ Nta Abeokuta.
ìròyìn láti ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo. Àwọn akópa tó lé ní 2,200 ló kópa níbi ètò ìdìbò àkọ́ṣe ṣáájú ìdìbò gómìnà nípínlẹ̀ Ondo èyí tó jẹ́ ti ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC. Àwọn olùdìbò tí wọ́n wẹ̀ tí wọ́n yán kànkàn ni wọ́n péjú láti yan ẹni tí yóò dupò gómìnà lábẹ́ àsíá ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún nínú ètò ìdìbò gómìnà tí yóò wáyé láìpẹ́ yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ ìròyìn láti ẹnu Muhammed Adébọ̀wálé.
Gbogbo ètò ló ti tò tí àwọn ohun ilé Ondo fún àwọn olùdìbò láti ṣètò wọn nínú ètò ìdìbò abẹ́lé ẹni tí yóò jáde du ipò gómìnà lábẹ́ àsíá ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC ní ìpínlẹ̀ náà. Ìlànà ìjókòó ló bá ti àjọ tí ó ń rí sí ìpèníjà ìtànkálẹ̀ àrùn kòkòrò àìfojúrí ìyẹn COVID-19 ìyẹn àjọ NSCDC mú pẹ̀lú bí wọ́n ṣe fi bíi mítà 2 sílẹ̀ láàrin àwọn ìjókòó tí wọ́n sì ṣe ìpèsè omi ìfọwọ́ àti ọṣẹ. Bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé ètò ìdìbò bẹ̀rẹ̀ lásìkò ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC àti àwọn olùdíje pẹ̀lú àwọn tí yóò ṣàkóso ti wà níbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn ohun ìdìbò wọn. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Kogi tó tún jẹ́ alága fún ètò ìdìbò ọ̀hún ìyẹn gómìnà Yaya Bello ní àparò kan kò ká ju ìkan lọ ni wọ́n fi ètò ìdìbò náà ṣe. Lásìkò tí wọ́n kó ètò ìdìbò náà jọ orúkọ àwọn olùdíje 12 ló wà lórí ìwé ìdìbò. Mohammed
àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga ti gba àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà níyànjú láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò ìgbaniwọlé fún àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Èyí jẹyọ nínú ìwé ìlànà ìgbaniwọlé tí ọ̀gá àgbà fún àjọ náà fi ṣọwọ́ sáwọn gíwá àwọn gbogbo ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga tó wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Isiaq Olóyèdé wá kìlọ̀ fáwọn tọ́rọ̀ kàn láti má ṣe tàpá sí ìlànà ìgbaniwọlé ọ̀hún èyí tí wọ́n ti là kalẹ̀. Ó ní àwọn yóò ṣe ètò ìlanilọ́yẹ̀ fáwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga gbogbo láìpẹ́ yìí. Bá a ṣe ń tẹ̀síwájú, àwọn awakọ̀ tó ń rin ojú òpópónà Adó Ìjàn Kogi sí Àbújá ní ìrìn àjò wọn ti já gèrè báyìí pẹ̀lú bí wọ́n ṣe ti parí afárá Ùrẹ̀jẹ̀ tí wọ́n sì ti fún àwọn awakọ̀ láǹfààní láti máa lò ó. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Yẹmí Dálémọ̀ jábọ̀ ìròyìn pé dídá tí ìjọba àpapọ̀ dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ náà ló so èso rere. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ti sọ, wọ́n ní àkànṣe sí afárá náà ló fi hàn pé ìjọba àpapọ̀ ní ìfẹ́ àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lọ́kàn lẹ́yìn tó jẹ́ kí wọ́n wá pín lọ́kàn tí ó sì jẹ́ kí àwọn ìpèníjà tó ń kojú wọn kó di àdínkù. Bákan náà ni ọ̀nà náà ni wọ́n tún fẹ́ lójú sí tó fi jẹ́ kí ó ṣe é dùn dáadáa. Ní báyìí wọ́n ti gbóríyìn fún ìjọba àpapọ̀ fún ìgbésẹ̀ tó gbé láti fòfin de kíkó ìrẹsì àti àgbàdo òkè òkun wọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí láti mú kí ìpèsè lásìkò ètò kan tí wọ́n gbé kalẹ̀ fáwọn àgbẹ̀ ní ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀hún.